call off, okay? This call is open to all. So if you want to invite family, I know we're going to talk about some affiliate stuff, right? How to market your products as well too. But also my goal is to show you how to become a product of the product, all right? How to have ownership of your personal business. When you become a product of the product, meaning you're in the gym every day, you're getting the results, you're having a transformation in your life. People love transformation, okay? Now here's the difference. When you're already made it, see, most people see me at my high level. I'm already fit. But when I wasn't fit, and there was a time that I won't say that I wasn't fit, but when I wasn't at my best. And so I want you guys to know that when you go on this 21-day journey, which will become a 90-day journey, I want you to take a before picture. Okay. And I promise you, you may think, well, I don't need a before picture. When you go back and look, you're going to see all the progress that you've done by putting the work in. Okay. And that's what people want to see. They want to see the transformation, because if you can do it and they see you do it, they know that they can do it and that you can train them how to do it. All right. And so this is what makes health and fitness so easy to do. Now, you may think it's not easy right now because you're on your personal journey. But today I'm going to show you, when you become the brand, you're going to sell the products, especially when you're leveraging and you're really using those products. All right. All right. So let's jump into this information here today. Folks, what I'm going to talk to you guys about, I got a presentation for you. We're going to go over just some health things so that you know, and this call is being recorded, so you'll better see. Let me make sure I get this down so I don't impede anything here. There we go. As a matter of fact, let's do this here. All right. So I made a couple of you co-hosts. Just let folks in as we go on with this thing. And this is being recorded here. And so welcome, folks. We are going to be doing a Legacy Worldwide 21-day challenge. I'm going to show you how to leverage the 21 days. Okay, we've done 21-day financial challenges where you learn how to save money, right? We learn how to create discipline inside of our finances. Now we're shifting and we're about to do a 21-day health and fitness challenge to teach you once again how to discipline your body. Doesn't mean take away or sacrifice anything. It just means we're going to show you how to discipline and do something consistently over time. Okay, a little bit of my background. I will tell you, I absolutely love fitness. Okay. It's always been a love. I was grown up in fitness. My mom is 63 years old. You'll see her on the internet looking like she's 20, 30 years old. For real. My mom looks very, very young because she exercises. She eats a lot of plant-based. She's mostly plant-based. And I'll tell you, when we talk about plant-based, we're talking about antioxidants, which I'll educate you guys on. Man, if I just taught you about antioxidant and the power, you'll start realizing that you don't need anything else in your life. Okay, of course you need food, water, but when you have antioxidants, a rejuvenation of your body for real, okay, killing free radicals, that is the things that destroy your body and create inflammation. And inflammation is the entry for all disease, so that you know that. So when disease happens, it's because you are inflamed in your body. So we're going to go over all of that. And so if you want to continue looking young in your life, never stop moving, never stop exercising, eat healthy and make it a lifestyle. Okay, take your antioxidants, drink collagen. We're going to talk about all this, and it's not a sales pitch. We're going to give you the science behind it. It's not that I'm just trying to sell you. It's that we're giving you an option of staying young and staying mobile, okay? The majority of Americans today, listen, folks, we are an unhealthy nation. Okay, this is absolutely needed around the world. You know, I always focus on the 5 areas of personal development. Today, we're going to focus on the physical portion of our development. And believe it or not, it's not just physical. Some of you are going to realize when you go on this physical journey, you're going to the gym, you may go to hot works or wherever you decide to do, you may run outside, go hiking, okay? You're going to realize it's bigger than just the physical, okay? Your physical is going to lead really to a spiritual / emotional, and you're going to find out who you are. You're going to find out what your spirit really is. What do I mean by that? The spirit of not quitting, the spirit of continually going, okay? Understanding self and going to the top actualization of who you are, the full rounded person of personal development. Not only physical, your emotional, spiritual, social, and mental. Okay, all of these come together, but most people don't bring it together because we're missing the physical portion aspect in our life. So here's our agenda, what we're going to go over today. We're going to talk about nutrition and diet. I'll do just a quick overview of that. You know, avoiding deprivation. Sometimes we think that, you know, if I starve myself, I'm going to lose weight. And believe it or not, your body is set up for survival, okay? And what does that mean? That means it's going to automatically trigger certain things so that you can live longer, so that you can have more energy. So there are things that are happening right now. I'm going to mention on this call like Ozempic, okay? I'm just talking about the science. Like when certain things you're trying to take a man-made chemical to stop you from doing something, you're trying to tell your body and control your body with a chemical. Well, your body's way smarter, okay? And your body's gonna idle down, okay, so that it meets certain parameters. And I'm gonna tell you the downfall of these of different type of drugs like that hurt people when they don't know it in the long run. When we just do it, when we do this and we make it a lifestyle, okay, we become the person we're supposed to be athletically, health-wise, and fit-wise. All right. So we're gonna talk about measuring your body changes. Okay. If you don't measure it, it's just gonna grow. Okay. Meaning you don't know your baseline, you don't know where you're at. You know, if I ask you what's your most people know their waist because you put on your pants every single day. But if I ask you like your bicep or your quads, how big are they, or because most of the time we measure ourselves based on weight. And if you just look at weight doesn't give you the full picture. Actually looking in the mirror gives you the full picture, meaning you can be a heavier weight, but look better. See, there are times that I get up to 240 pounds, but some people may say I look like 250, well, muscular wise, okay? And you have a V taper. So someone who is 250 pounds muscular versus someone who's 250 flabby is a much different look, but they're the same weight, okay? So this is why we really don't go by the scale per se. Okay, we look at ourselves and maybe we may use a scale, but it's more accurate if you do measurements, right? You measure your biceps to see if you've grown inches on it. You measure your quads, you measure your calves, you measure your waist. So when you start losing weight, if you're losing weight around your waist, you are doing the right thing, all right? So also, we're going to go, look, my cat's jumping up in here. We're going to go over avoid metabolic slowdown, which I was kind of talking about here. Metabolic slowdown will happen because once again, your body is compensating for lost energy. Okay, so if you starve yourself, your body's going to slow down your metabolic rate so that it can preserve your energy. Hence, when you put food in, if you do it for a long period of time and then you put food in your body is thrown off and it's going to store that food immediately as energy for later. When I say energy for later, it's a code word for it's going to store it as fat, okay? Any energy unused gets stored as fat. That's it. That's the key. So as you gain weight, just know that's what's happening. You're not expending enough of your energy daily to maintain a healthy weight for yourself. That's all that means when people gain weight, all right? And so training volume, we're going to talk about, training volume, lifting heavy versus lifting light, and volume means doing a lot of reps of something. Okay, we're going to talk about how much cardio, because sometimes you can do too much cardio. And what most people don't understand is when you do too much cardio, you start burning off muscle. And when you burn off muscle, you slow down your metabolism because the more muscle you have, okay, the more fat that it burns, the more fuel that's needed to carry around muscle. Okay, hence, this is why you want to build muscle, not lose weight. You want to build muscle to shred weight. That's the difference. And that's a bodybuilder's mentality, all right? And then eating to gain muscle. I'm going to give you an example meal plan, and then we're going to talk about some training days, and then we're going to roll right into our 21-day fitness challenge with Legacy Worldwide, which is going to give you all of this stuff that you can apply here, okay? You will be provided with this recording after this. So what do we have here? This is our nutrition and diet. Hey, here's what I want you to do. Number one, create a detailed diet plan. I always use the word diet, but I don't like using diet. It's a lifestyle, okay? And what you want, when I say lifestyle, you don't want to, most people, when you think of diet, you think of sacrifice. Oh, I'm eating just chicken and broccoli, or you think about all these boring things. But today I'm going to show you how to make it fun, okay? I will tell you that, and I don't necessarily, I've been doing this for 30 years, so I don't necessarily have to track my meal plans, because I know exactly when I look at a piece of chicken, I can tell you if it's 4 ounces or 6 ounces. Like, that's how long I've been doing this. Okay. But when you're creating a detailed diet plan, okay, you must get used to tracking and measuring your food intake. Okay. If you're not measuring your food, you're going to gain weight. That's just pure point blank, because most people don't understand what portions actually look like. Okay. You'll eventually fall off if you don't create a physical plan. Okay. If you fail to plan to fail. That's it. Most people fail in fitness because they do not plan their meals. They fail in nutrition because they do not plan their meals out. Think about it. If you work a 9-to-5 job, well, you leave home, you have no plan of what you're going to eat for the day. You may plan everything else, but you don't plan your meals out. And because you don't plan your meals out, when the stomach starts calling, you're going to pick up whatever's in sight, okay? If McDonald's across the street, Burger King, Five Guys, In-N-Out, you name it, you're going to go after and get it because your body is calling. And anytime that our body naturally goes hungry, I want you to understand what you're going to seek. and this is why you don't want to let your body go hungry often, is your body's naturally going to want to, it just fiends for sugar. It's why sugar? Why carbs? Because it knows it's immediate energy to the body. Okay. So when you're feeling hungry or tired, your body's going to say, give me something. And you're going to fiend for the ice cream. You're going to fiend for the Tootsie Roll or the honey bun. Okay. Because it's instant source of food. So if you plan your meals, you won't go through this. And they also have meal planning services as well, too. We can talk about that as well, too. By food scale. Macros is when you measure your food. So when we talk about macros means your protein intake, your carb intake, and your fat intake. So you'll hear someone say, I'm on a 40-40-20, right? 40-40-20 is 40% protein, 40% carb, 40% fat. Okay, me personally, I'm all protein most of the time, 20% fat, and I try to alleviate all carb for the most part. Now, you need a little bit of carbs. You'll get them for your vegetables, all right? So we're going to measure those in grams. We're going to talk about how to do that. We'll have more classes over time. Doing this, I'll go in more detail. So I just want to give you guys an overview of what we're doing. And eventually we'll have a fitness academy as well too. All right. If you cannot measure, do not eat it. Let me say it again. If you cannot measure your food, do not eat it. My wife, I think she used to get frustrated with me. I would go to the restaurant and listen. If they couldn't tell me if it was a 6-ounce steak or a 4-ounce steak, I really wouldn't eat there. If they didn't have the calorie intake and I didn't know what was in it, or I didn't know what type of oil they were using, listen, I wouldn't eat there, folks. That's how extreme I personally was, okay? But, you will, as you start leveling up, you trust me, once you see your body get to a place, it's like having a brand new car. What do you do when you have a brand new car? You clean it out, you're vacuuming, you're taking it to go get washed, okay? You get your brand new body, you get that abs, you ain't gonna just eat anything because you don't want to destroy those abs. Hey, you know what it took to get there if you ever get some abs, okay? Small percentage of people get there only because it's dieting, all right? So you can measure in the form of cups and spoons. Example of like a cup of white rice, right? It's 200 calories. I know that automatically. 4 ounces of the chicken. Listen, I'm gonna tell you what I have in my brain naturally, okay? 4 ounces of the chicken is 140 calories, okay? If I eat 4 ounces of tilapia, it's about 100 calories, right? So all these things, when I talk about steak, if I'm having a 4-ounce steak, I'm looking at between 180 to about 210 as far as the calories. And so you'll start knowing these things as you eat more often. You can look at your plate and say, that's a less than 500 calorie plate. Okay, some of you are in the group, when you post, I do it on purpose just to show you, like, man, I can look at your plate and tell you exactly what your calories are, okay? And so most people, they think that, they're lying to themselves, but we could see, right? There's no such thing as gaining weight without eating. If you eat too much, you're going to gain weight. If you don't expend energy, you're going to gain weight. So we have to be transparent and really tell ourselves the truth. So here's another one to speed up your metabolism so that your body has a regular eating pattern and energy pattern. So remember, food equals energy. The reason we eat food as human beings, okay, I know that some of us, we eat because it tastes good, all right? But the truth is we eat food for energy. That's it. Just like you put gas in a car, right? If there's too much gas in the car, first of all, you can't put it in there. Okay, you'll overflood the fuel tank. But at the same time, if there's enough gas in the car's going to run as long as it can run. And once it's out, it needs more fuel. That's what our bodies are, okay? So having irregular eating patterns will cause you to gain weight. So if you find yourself, you're a night eater, that's going to be a bad thing for you. You're going to spike sugars, okay? Your body's going to go up, down, which we cause other issues, okay? So anytime the body feels it will not get any meals, it will naturally store food as energy in excess. Hence, it's going to store it as fat, right? So eating it every 2 to 3 hours, trying to eat at least 4 to 6 meals a day, we call grazing. Like I graze, okay? So that means instead of having a big 600 calorie meal, because the daily intake is 2,000 calories, all right? Where does that come from? It comes from the average human being. We're sleeping at least 6 to 8 hours a day. When we're up, our body's naturally burning without us doing anything. Our sitting rate, the average person burns about 90 calories just sitting, okay? Now, as you build more muscle, your body will burn more weight to maintain the muscle. Are you getting me? So if you want to be able to eat a lot of food, go put a gang of muscle on you. You can eat a lot of food, okay? On average, I think I can probably eat 3,000 calories, if not more, per day and not gain weight, okay? Just to maintain where I'm at right now, all right, as far as body. So if you want to eat more, build more muscle. All right, prep your meals. Prepare your meals in advance so that you can eat every 2 to 3 hours. I'll tell you guys a trick that I do. I cook all my meats within the week, and now I cook my my meats, 2 weeks out because I throw them in the freezer. So I'll cook steak, I'll cook chicken, turkey, ground beef, and I'll put them in 4-ounce bags and I'll put them at the bottom of my freezer. So when I come back from the gym, I grab, if I want 8 ounces of some turkey meat, I'll grab 2 bags, put them in a microwavable bowl. Okay, put my little things on top of it and put it in the microwave, and then I'm eating. Okay, that's how I prep my meals, and I'm ready to go. And my mind doesn't wonder, okay, to say, man, I'm hungry right now. Let me go over to Qdoba's. And I say that because that's real for me, right? If I come home and I don't have meals prepped, that's the first place I'm going to Qdoba's. Now, I do have cheap places that are still good, right? So if I go to Qdoba's, I'm gonna do lettuce at the bottom. I'm gonna do double steak or double chicken. Leave the cheese off. Put guacamole, no sour cream. So I still have, even though it's a cheat meal, it's still not over the top. Okay. And then, of course, vitamin supplements. We're going to talk about how to leverage that here in G-Food as well, too. The vitamins and supplements that we have, as well as I want you guys to add omega-3s to your regimen, okay? Even if you did not diet. Now, I'm going to give you guys a cheat code. If you didn't change anything in your life today, food-wise, you maintain the same. If you added 6 grams a day, so let's say you can go to Walmart or anything, get 1,000 milligrams of fish oil, okay? If you take 6 grams of fish oil, that's 6,000 milligrams of fish oil daily, your body's naturally going to lose weight and build muscle. Not build muscle automatically, but it's naturally going to lose weight, okay? Why? Because you're cleaning out your system, okay? You're cleaning out your arteries with good fats. And so you're inundating your body with good fats. That's what that's going to do. It's going to clean your body out, all right? And then, of course, the number one rule, drink at least 1 gallon of water a day, okay? 4 to 5 liters daily. This is where most Americans fall very, very short. I can't tell you the crisis we have. When I hear grown adults say I don't drink water, oh my God, all I can think is nasty, nasty, nasty. You understand? Our system filters water through it to clean out and be clean, okay? From our kidneys, okay, to our liver. And if you're not putting water in your body, which we're a majority of water, okay, your body is holding water on the outside level of your skin. So if you have shiny skin, shiny ankles or cankles, this is what's happening, is your body is holding water. So if you constantly put water, and I'll tell you, put some sea salt in it, okay, you're going to hydrate yourself, okay, as well as your body's going to be nice and full. And if you got veins, your veins are going to pop out as well too, okay? All right, moving to the next one. So let's talk about products real quick, and then we're going to move on to the rest of the training here. So obviously, here we got our wave drinks that are about to be produced. I was so excited when I met the CEO. I went to Brad Boyle's house. He let me taste our wave drink that was coming. Listen, it tastes delicious. Has like an apple type of twist, berry taste. It's good, okay? And I said, okay. I said, Brad, listen, everybody in network marketing wants to come out with an energy drink, okay? But typically they have all the bad stuff in it, right? Sucralose, aspartame. Aspartame is really bad. So if you're gonna do a sweetener, make sure you choose sucralose, but sucralose is not is bad as well too, okay? It's in Celsius, and people are drinking Celsius like crazy. I don't know if you know, the NBA banned Celsius. I'm addicted to Celsius, okay? And this is why I'm glad that we're launching this drink here, because all I'm gonna do is replace that, okay? And you should too. What's inside this? It's stevia. So do the research on stevia, which is a plant-based sweetener, 0 calories. Okay, this drink is absolutely good. So let's talk about why Wave over other energy drinks. So I want you to know why our drinks are powerful, and not that we're just producing something to sell it. Okay, I'm a big health guy. I'm not just a bodybuilder. I'm a healthy bodybuilder, because just because you're a bodybuilder doesn't mean you're healthy. Okay, there's bodybuilders that are dropping dead today because they're not healthy. They're doing all the other stuff instead of actually focusing on the health portion of their bodies while also building muscle. All right. And so why us? Natural clean energy. Okay. Wave is crafted with premium ingredients like guarana extract, that's energy. Okay. Vitamin B6, energy, B12, which is going to give us our natural energy boost. Okay. No toxic artificial sweeteners. It's going to be stevia over aspartame and sucralose. As you've already heard, aspartame may cause some neural things, because all it's doing is blocking the brain from telling it that it's another flavor, and it's telling your really is your mind saying it's sweet. And that's why it can taste overly sweet, because really it's a neural blocker that's telling your mind that it's sweet. Okay. Whole article behind this. Low calories, 3.1 grams of carbohydrates. Okay. Obviously that's gonna be based off the stevia, no added sugars. And you stay fit and active without compromising your health. Okay. Most people are compromising their health, compromising their heart, because of these things that are inside all of these energy drinks, from the Monsters to the Red Bulls, they're not healthy for us, even though they call them energy drinks, okay? They even call them healthy drinks. All right, so it's rich in vitamins. So niacin, vitamin B5, B6, B12, and vitamin D. Okay. Wave supports the overall well-being of your body. Okay, and keeps you alert. And then lastly, is eco-friendly. Okay, our commitment to sustainability means Wave comes in environmental friendly packaging. Okay, you know, all that stuff for us to get out there and market as well too. Right. Antioxidant. Now, here's where I really want to take focus at. I think that most people really don't understand the power of antioxidants. Okay, we have an antioxidant called Live. And basically, we're going to talk about the science of what free radicals are. Now, remember I said disease can only enter the body when you're inflamed, right? Inflamed is like your car is overheating. Why would your car overheat? Because it's not good fuel in it. Maybe you don't have enough radiator fluid in it, right? You don't have enough water. It's ringing bells. Maybe you have a clogged up pipe, okay, in your car. Well, guess what? Our body operates the same exact way. You got clogged up arteries, you're going to catch fever, or something's going to happen to alert you that things are wrong, okay? And so what happens is, because we are walking around on this earth, and as human beings, we've created so much stuff, okay? We got from cars, which creates pollution, to people smoking like cigarettes. Now, all of these things are going to create health issues for you if we're not combating them. So this is why neutralizing free radicals. What are free radicals? Okay. Free radicals are things that enter the body, okay, which is going to cause inflammation. So things that enter the body through like smoking, pollution, chemical absorption, whether you know or not, when you go get your fruit from the store, it has pesticides on it. So all this stuff creates havoc in our body. And this is why we all have cancer cells in our body, right? And they get triggered. And once they trigger and those molecules get deformed, inflammation happens, and now it wreaks havoc in your entire body. So how do we combat it? Antioxidants. And this is why you'll hear me say on our presentation, I don't care if you buy our antioxidants or not. I just care that you're going to take some antioxidants. And there are many antioxidants. We have resveratrol and other fruit inside of ours, but you got soursop. Listen, soursop is known to cure cancer, y'all. Listen, we can't just go out there and say that, but go do all the research. Go look up soursop. Okay, you got holistic things that are changing the game. It's no secret that Western medicine, okay, our system is a system. It's practicing medicine. It's not curing anything. They practice. And so you have to learn holistically what you can put in your body so that you can live a long life. Any person, listen, you go look at these 100-year-olds, 110-year-olds, and see why they're living young. Okay, they're living longer because they're intaking fruits. They're intaking a lot of vegetables. Okay, they're keeping their body, okay, free radicals out of their body by taking all of these things in. Okay, and so neutralizing free radicals, antioxidant in the Live product neutralize free radicals, which are unstable molecules that cause oxidative stress and damage cells, hence creating inflammation in the body. All right. So your goal is to help protect and prevent cellular damage, which we'll go over in the next slide, what cellular damage is, and then overall support your overall health. So if you just took antioxidants every day, okay, every day, inundate your body with them, you will keep your body in a stable balance. This is why this is important. Okay. This is going to keep you living longer for sure. It reduces inflammation. Remember, inflammation is what allows disease to come in. So by combating oxidative stress, antioxidants can reduce inflammation in the body. That's all it's doing. It's fighting off the oxidants, okay? Now, chronic inflammation is linked to various health issues, including heart disease, arthritis, certain cancers. Okay, we can talk about autoimmune disease. Listen, I had been diagnosed with discoid lupus in 2012, okay? And this is what started me on my major health journey, not my fitness journey, my health journey. This is when I started experimenting with being fully plant-based, with juicing. You know, I started researching a man by the name of Dr. Sebi, okay, Dr. Diadamo, eating right for your blood type. And I started learning all of this information, and it made me realize something. I don't want to ever take any medicine. I don't want to ever take any man-made freaking pills or anything. Why? Because it causes more havoc. You ever hear a commercial like this can cure this, but then it says really fast, but it may cause blah, 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 and they give you all the stuff it's going to cause afterwards. Hence, it's not really meant for our body. Okay. And so it's no secret that, I don't know if you guys, the number one killer in the world right now is heart attacks, which we call a disease. Okay. How's it a disease? We can't pass heart attacks on to anyone, but we call it a disease. Why do we call it a disease? because it's rampant and it's just happening to everyone. But it's a disease because no one's teaching you how to eat. No one's teaching you what's clogging up your arteries. See, most of the time they tell you reduce your sodium. But when you don't understand the body, reducing your sodium, okay, when I reduce my sodium, let's say, for example, I tell someone, well, put sea salt in your water. And they're like, well, my sodium is going to spike. No, it's going to increase water into your blood vessels. But here's how Western medicine treats you. They treat the symptoms. And so if you have high blood pressure, they're going to say, okay, don't take sodium, because sodium, when you drink some water, it's going to flood your arteries, which your arteries are blocked. So really what we need to do is unblock the arteries. How do we do that? We put good fats into our body. Okay, we go to Hot Works and we do infrared sauna. We get our body flowing back the right way. That's how we do it, but they don't teach you that. Okay, they're just going to treat the symptom, which causes other things, because we're not treating what's happening in the body. Listen, we should all become mechanics on our bodies. All you hear me do right now is reverse engineer the human body. Okay, everything I'm saying, you can go look up. And so all that we're doing, just like a pipe getting stopped up in a car, how do we clean it out? Okay, we can do a radiator flush, right? Okay, we can change out our oil, but how do we do that in our body? Omega-3s is like changing out your oil. Okay, every time that you insert omega-3s daily, okay, you are giving your body an option to flush out the bad fuel that's in your body. That's why they're so powerful. And that's why I say taking 6 grams a day can change your life in a major way, even if you don't change your diet. All right. Supporting your immune functions. Antioxidants boost the immune system by protecting immune cells from oxidative damage. And you're going to keep on hearing oxidative. Okay. But we're going to explain what that exactly is. You know, obviously your immune system, once again, it's like a system of soldiers that are there to protect if anything comes to attack you. Now, same thing happens when something starts to attack your immune system, inflammation happens again. So hence, what do I want to do to keep inflammation away? I want to insert antioxidants into my body. All right. Right. All that cancer is inflammation, by the way. Okay. I wish they would just say that, but we put this term on, it's called cancer, something that just spreads. No, it's inflammation in your body that is tearing havoc on your body, and you're constantly running on it. And what we have to do is make sure those molecules become back normal. How do we do that? Antioxidants to take out the oxidative bad cells from them. Listen, this is, when you start learning the science, folks, you'll realize, like, man, this has been all bull, okay, that they're giving me. But if you stay in that system, you'll never know. Some people are dependent on a system like that, all right? Enhancing your skin health. Okay, some of you, if you are taking your Live product, you are taking your collagen, you're probably noticing some things in your face. I'm noticing. Listen, I used to have very dark eye things under my eyes. I'm realizing, like, oh my God, it's getting lighter. Now I'm doing a lot of things. Okay, I'm in Hot Works every single day, in infrared sauna, which is good and alleviates toxins. I take my Live product every day. Okay, and I'm also using our Glow product, our Night Eye product as well too. So I'm using all those things. But guess what? I am seeing change in my body. I'm seeing change in my face as well too. Okay, I'm seeing that I'm getting more youthful as well. All right, and then obviously antioxidant is for improving your recovery and performance. Okay, you're keeping your body in optimal performance. Okay, it's not inflamed, it's not running hot. And then the science behind that, like we talked about before, what causes cellular damage in the body? Free radicals do. Okay, what are free radicals? They're unstable molecules that can attack and damage cells. These molecules, you guys went through science and all that. You have neurons for the brain, you got electrons, okay, your atoms and all that. That's what we're talking about with molecules. These things get impacted, okay, they deform, then that's where disease comes in if they're not taken out. Okay, so toxins, harmful substances like pollution, cigarette smoke, and chemicals, pesticides, and so forth. It's what wreaks havoc in your body. Hence, anytime you're taking anything that's man-made that is not of the earth, yes, you're going to run into those problems. All right. Radiation, horrible for us. Okay, exposure to harmful radiation, such as from the sun or medical treatment, releases free radicals in your body. Ain't that some stuff? We let someone burn our bodies up to get bad and good cells out, hoping that it's going to recover in time. Okay? Listen, go do the research, learn this stuff. An infection, viruses and bacteria can invade cells and cause damage. So these are all the cellular damages that happen in your body. So this is where antioxidants come in so that it can repair cellular damage. Okay, how does it affect the body? Malfunctions, damages cells, can't perform their normal functions, which can lead to disease and health issues. Okay, aging is huge. We're not necessarily supposed to age physically as human beings, even though you see it. You remember, are any of you noticing that as we evolve as human beings, we're starting to look younger as we age. The 6-year-old back in the 90s is not the same 6-year-old here in 2000s, okay? If you can think about what a 6-year-old looked back in the 90s, didn't they look really old or in their 70s? But now today, you're seeing people in their 60s, 70s, 80s look like they're in their 40s. It's no secret. They figured it out, okay? Antioxidants, taking the right things, plant-based lifestyle, okay? You can also high protein lifestyle. We're learning all these things to keep us young like we're supposed to be. Neurons that fire together, wire together. What does that mean? As long as I'm doing the things that I've always done, I'll keep doing them no matter how old I get, okay? I remember people used to tell me when I was younger, man, when you go, that muscle gonna turn to fat when you turn your 40s. Well, I'm 44 today, okay? I look better than when I was in my 20s, okay? And my mom is 60. I'm going to keep on working because my mom is looking super young. And if she's working, I'm going to still work, okay? Disease means continuous damage. Okay, this is what disease is so that you understand it. Continuous damage that can result in serious conditions like cancer, heart disease, and neurodegenerative disorders, okay? So something that is untreated and continues is what really causes disease. What does that mean? If you get your car, if your radiator light comes on or your overheat light comes on, do you continually drive your car? No. So why do we continually drive our body to do things? This is where diabetes come in. This is what heart disease comes in, high blood pressure, because it goes untreated. We don't even think about it. We don't go to the gym. Okay, we don't do hot works. We don't take our antioxidants. We don't eat more fruit. We don't do plant-based. We just continually do the things we do that is causing damage in our body. So think about it. Someone who is smoking literally is releasing free radicals into their body every single day. They're going to die, okay? Their body's going to get out of balance, period. Right? Listen, I'm going to tell you guys a real story. My parents, I grew up in a single family home, but I know my dad, know my mom, right? My mom is thriving, super, like I said, she looks super young. My dad, on the other end, he didn't really work out when we were growing up, okay? And he had a harder life. And I realized he looks his age. He looks very older, okay? Two different people. Okay, why? Same thing. One works out, one didn't. And that's what it's going to be. Protection and repair. So antioxidants, now here's the cure. The antioxidant, substance that protects cells by neutralizing harmful free radicals. This is about being preventative and not reactionary. The problem is we've all been taught how to be reactionary. We get sick, we go to the doctor. Okay, we break something, we go to the doctor. We instead of thinking about how do I not do these things, what do I do so that I don't have to go to the doctor? Okay, what do I have to do so I can stay healthy and not get disease? All right. So repair mechanisms, the body has natural processes to fix damaged cells, but these can overwhelm if the damage is too extensive, meaning you continually drive that car overheating, eventually you're going to break something. All right. So don't continually drive your body till you break something. Okay. Make a change and say, you know, it's time to start going to the gym. It's time to start walking. It's time to start reading a book. So neurons that fire together, I don't lose my reading abilities. Listen, y'all, our body is amazing. You can be a superhuman. You know, we talk about being a superhuman. You can. Okay. You can push your body to the max like it was built and created to do. All right. So our G Food Gen 3 collagen. Okay, I will tell you, for me, and I'm not just saying this because I'm in G-Food, we have the best collagen drink. I have a collagen drink that I even sold through my own company, all right? And it was more of a powder form, and it didn't have any flavor, but it didn't taste good either. Okay, Gen 3, this is a raspberry drink. I drink it all day long. Okay, I replace my other sugar drinks with it, but I can't wait because we're going to get energy drinks, and I'm going to be using that too. But our Gen 3, you can drink it all day long, all right? So here's what it does. It supports your joint health. Trust me, you will start feeling some joint pains if you don't take care of yourself. So the benefits of collagen helps to maintain the integrity of your cartilage. I had left knee pains, y'all, for real, okay? And I can feel the change happening, okay? It's rubber-like tissue that protects your joints. Some people can alleviate that from them. Now, when it's gone, we can't build nothing back. That's not preventative. That's reactionary. Now the doctor has to go and do surgery. So preventative is like, hey, let me reinforce my cartilage. Let me drink collagen now so that I keep strong cartilage in my body and I can stay young for a longer period of time. All right. It can reduce joint pain and symptoms of osteoarthritis. Health impact for athletes and fitness enthusiasts. Collagen supplementation can lead to better joint support, reduce joint pain, and potentially fewer injuries during high impact activities. So I'll tell you mine, I used to not be able to really squat as much as I wanted to. And now I'm like, man, I could actually squat. This is hidden. Okay, for real. Number 2, it promotes healthy skin. As you know, elasticity of your skin. You know, I was just at the dentist today, and my dental hygienist goes, I don't know how we got on collagen, but she goes, I need to get some collagen. And guess what? I got some collagen for her. Okay. And so people want to take collagen. They don't know just where to get it from or what it tastes like. Give them a sample, show them that you have it. And we're going to talk about how to market your product here at the end as well, too. All right. Benefits of collagen is it's a major component of your skin. 90% of our skin is made up of collagen. It plays a role in strengthening skin, plus benefits of elasticity, okay, and hydration. That means your skin doesn't get wrinkled, okay, and your skin is staying hydrated so you don't have breakage in skin, hence causing wrinkles as well. All right, health impact, daily collagen intake can reduce wrinkles and dryness, what I just said, right? And the benefit for maintaining youthful appearance, overall skin health, which can be a confidence boost for all of us, right? If you stay young, you're going to be confident. I don't know. I think 40s was like the major like twist for me. When I hit 40, hitting 40 and still looking young, still doing the young thing I think that's a major flex. All right. And then for my bodybuilders out there, my mass builders out there, it enhances your muscle mass. All right. So benefits of collagen there. It's necessary for keeping strong muscles. Studies show that collagen supplements help to boost muscle mass in people with sarcopenia. And the loss of muscle, which is the loss of muscle mass. So as you age, and this is why it's important to not only intake protein as much as you possibly can to build muscle as you age, okay, but also drinking your collagen, because when you get to a certain point in your age, you don't want when you start losing muscle mass, because as you lose muscle mass, let's just call it what it is. If you don't have muscles in your legs, you can no longer walk. Okay, if you don't have muscles in your arms, you can no longer pick up things. These are our basic things as human beings, and this is why it's important for everybody, no matter what their age is to continually build muscle, continually take the proper supplements like Gen 3s or collagen so that they do not have sarcopenia, which is the loss of muscle mass, all right? And as older people do, they get older, they have a loss of muscle mass. And that's what you're seeing. And that is what will aid you for sure. All right. So the health impact for those engaged in strengthening, training, or bodybuilding, collagen supplementation can enhance muscle growth and recovery, improving overall muscle tone and strength. Okay. I'm proof of that. I take it every single day. All right. Here's the science behind, strengthens bones. Okay. And improves your heart health. That's a big one right there. Okay. Now, when we say improve heart health, listen, when you are taking in, these things, it's going to help your arteries be reinforced and not be weak. The reason why most people are going through heart disease and stuff like that, once again, symptoms get treated, but let's talk about the overall diagram of the human body and how it works, okay? Our arteries are like our tubes inside of our cars. Anytime they get blocked up, that's going to cause a problem. And so collagen reinforces these arteries so they don't become loose and things get stuck, and now you have blocked arteries, all right? And so, just like it says here, the blood vessels can carry blood from your heart to the rest of your body. Without enough collagen, arteries may become weak. All right. So it's like you can't go, then the doctor got to go in and put a stent. Okay. Anybody know what a stent is? It's because your arteries have gotten weak. All right. So, and then also strengthens bones. Okay. Your bone health is a big deal. All right. Science behind collagen. Here's what's in it. Amino acids. The collagen is rich in amino acids like glycine and proline, which are essential for building various proteins in your body. Bioavailability. Hydrolyzed collagen peptides is broken down into smaller, more easily absorbed particles, okay, ensuring that your body can use them effectively. So basically it gets small enough, okay, to go throughout the rest of your body, and then also reinforce your skin, reinforce your joints, nails, and so forth, all right? And there's a lot of studies about collagen. Go research, go Google. You'll see a lot of studies on collagen. And of course, you will become a believer, okay? So it's going to positively impact your skin elasticity, hydration, joint health, and muscle mass recovery, okay? So this is what makes collagen very versatile versus just a traditional protein shake, all right? If you're not taking a vitamin, it's okay. Our Live pack can suffice for your vitamins, but I will tell you, I would say find something with the complex amino branch chain aminos in it. This was I was using Animal Stack back in the days. Okay, Animal Stack has every vitamin in there that you need if you ever need a vitamin, or you can use the GNC men's and women's vitamins if you need a daily vitamin. Okay. So here's just some stuff. I'm just write this note down. Research shows that taking at least 6 grams of fish oil each day lowers your body fat and increases muscle mass with no change in diet. All right. Also, according to Lay Press, 75% of Americans are chronically dehydrated. Remember we talked about the water? Drink water. That is the start of losing weight. That is the start of all processes. in your body. That is your main fuel that you must put in your body, and not just regular water. Like I said, add a pinch of sea salt in the water to create almost like a saline solution. That's going to give you true hydration, not the Gatorade type of hydration. If you're the first thought you go to get Gatorade, guess what you're throwing into your system? You're throwing massive sugar into your system, which is the opposite of what we want to do. That's not only going to be hydrate you with salt, it's going to rank up your sugar intake, okay? And then it's going to drop your sugar intake. And at some point, you're going to become insulin resistant, okay? The problem we're having in America right now, I believe they say 1 in 3 people, okay, are diabetic or have diabetes or pre-diabetic and don't know it. And so that happens because of all the sugar intake, all the ways they hide it. And that's a whole nother class. We're going to talk about how modified cornstarch, okay, they don't claim it's sugar, but when it goes, see, on the outside, this is how they get us. You go see someone with modified cornstarch, high fructose corn syrup, all that good stuff, okay? They don't have to modify cornstarch. They don't claim that as sugar, okay? But when it enters your body, it immediately converts to sugar, period. And that's the trick that they get away with, all right? Avoid deprivation, okay? Be careful not to diet so hard that you deprive your body of proper nutrients, okay? And so that means you know, whether you're fasting or you're not eating too little, anytime that you deprive your body is going to go into survival mode and it's going to store what it feels it needs to continue on. So you'll naturally store fat. You ever seen somebody who they get really skinny, but they have flabby skin, okay? And they're still keeping weight in certain areas? It's because they're not lifting weights, okay? And the body's it's alleviating the weight, but not really, not the right way. And this is what's happening to Ozempic people, okay? Ozempic is not good, y'all, okay? It's not at all. And a lot of people using Ozempic. Go look at these Ozempic users. As a matter of fact, most of them, they stay on Ozempic like it's crack because they have to. Because as soon as they get off Ozempic, they're actually going to gain the weight back plus some. Why? Because what happens with Ozempic, as it's telling them not to eat, okay, and they limit their food intake, the body's going to naturally slow down. If they're not going to the gym, the body's going to dial back their metabolism, okay, to where it sustains whatever that they're intaking per day. So if they're living off 1,000 calories, that's what they're eating. Their body's going to eventually get used to that and wind back the metabolism so that it matches a 1,000 calorie a day intake. Okay, hence they're going to feel lethargic as well too. They're going to feel sluggish, right? And now they're worse off than when they started, okay? Because they didn't build any muscle and it just lost the weight without building that mass, all right? We take a generous amount of supplements to prevent carbohydrate deprivation. You want to stay out of ketosis, okay? I know that was a big thing, keto, okay? You don't want ketosis though, okay? So and you're gonna get your carbs through your vegetables and things of that sort that you're taking naturally. All right. Remember, carbohydrates are still fuel for your muscles, while proteins are to build muscle. Okay. But when we do like the bodybuilding thing, we intake a high protein diet, we limit our carbohydrates, our body's gonna look for another fuel source. Okay. Now, most time when you're intaking meat, okay, there's going to be fat on those meats. There's going to be fat on the chicken, steak, and all that. Your body will eventually start it's going to go to the best source for energy. What is that? It's fat. So fat is the best source for energy, especially when carbohydrates are not available in your body. Hence, now you're burning off fat and you're actually building muscle. This is how bodybuilders, I don't say cheat the system, but this is how the system works, okay? And our body shreds down. All right, a healthy diet consists of at least 20% of fat, okay? And you do not have to go stricter than that. Now, we've been tricked by studies to believe that carbohydrates are the thing we really need to take, and sugars. That's horrible, okay? You want more fat in your diet. It's okay to have fat in your diet. Okay, I'll prefer to have fat and protein in my diet and nothing else. If that was the case, if I had a choice, all right, because those are the things going to burn the fat as fuel. Okay, keep the protein as building block for your minutes. All right. Some of the stuff here we can talk about this later, but this is just the math. Okay, I call it fitness math. RMR is your resting metabolic rate. Okay, plus calories consumed in activity equals your calories expended. So naturally, you're going to burn 90 calories. So you're going to say your 90 calories, and then whatever you consume. Okay, so if you consume 2,000 calories per day or whatever, that's the energy you have available to expend. Whatever you don't expend, you gain. It gets stored on you, okay? So food eaten during the day equals calories consumed. Calories expended greater than calories consumed equals a loss in body fat. Okay, let me say it again. Calories expended, when they're greater, when you expend greater energy than what you consume, you're going to lose weight. That's the math. It's simple, right? And when the calories that you consume or the calories that you expend, that you use is less, meaning your exercise is less than the calories you consume, you're going to gain body fat. That's it. Okay. That's the math. And so from that, we're just going to learn, we have several ways that we can lose weight. We can either lose weight by going to the gym and going to hot works and expending a lot of calories, burning a lot of calories. Then we intake. So if you want to intake 4,000 calories per day, then you can go burn off 4,000 calories in the gym, okay, or wherever you do it. That's why I like to go to hot works. It shows me, and I burn in 15 minutes. I know personally I can burn 273 calories in 15 minutes. So if I want to go eat something that's 1,000 calories, I'm gonna go my butt to hot works for a good hour, make my workout, and then go eat what I want to eat. All right. So measuring your body changes. Weight scale as you lose weight, even gaining muscle, you're gonna see some weight loss. Okay. But know this math. You can write this down. For every 3,500 calories consumed or burned, for every 3,500 calories, you gain 1 pound. For every 3,500 calories that you lose 1 pound. That's the math. So if you want to lose 2 pounds a week, you need to make sure you have a 7,000 calorie deficit, and then you're going to lose 2 pounds in a week. Okay. Losing 2 pounds in a week is a healthy pound loss. Okay. Anything above that is unhealthy. You're going to have flabby skin if you lose too much weight. All right. Tape measure. Is your waistline getting smaller? This is going to tell you whether you're gaining weight and losing weight at the same time. This is how you know if your diet is working. Okay. Body fat measurement. You measure your body fat with your calipers, BMI, which is your body mass index, how much of your body is mass versus fat. And then you also have underwater weighing, which is the most accurate. And then lastly, the mirror is going to also be a measure for you. You looking in the mirror and seeing yourself. All right. We talked about this kind of already. Avoid metabolic slowdowns. Okay. Remember, our body is naturally homeostatic, meaning it wants to find an equilibrium no matter what. Okay. And so because it's that way, it's always going to look to go back to where it was as a sitting balance. So, you want to make sure that you keep things kind of the same so that you have a balance in your life. Hard training, aerobic exercise help to keep the metabolic rate stimulated, right? Your fat burning. Okay. If you don't exercise, your body's naturally going to wind down. Okay. If you're usually eating 3,000 calories a day and then decrease to 2,000 calories, when your body begins to notice, it will slow down your metabolism to bring your body to homeostasis. So this is where you may hear carb cycling, okay, calorie cycling. So one day I may have 3,000 calories, the next day I may have 2,000, one day I have 1,000. And so when you're kind of doing that as well, but still keeping your meals consistent, okay, eating every 2 to 3 hours, now you're playing with your body, and your body, okay, it can't find that state, and now you're losing weight properly, okay? This will avoid your slowdowns. All right, and then here's the week. Okay, if your weekly intake is 14,000 calories, you can choose 1 or 2 days to increase calories, right? So let's say if you want 3,000 calorie days, okay, you subtract 6,000 from 14,000, and you divide the rest by the remaining days, which is 8,000 divided by 5, which equals 1,600 calories a day. So one day you have 3,000 calories. The rest of the week, for 2 days, you have 3,000 calorie days. Then the rest of the week, you have 1,600 calorie days. Me personally, what I do, okay, I have 1 cheat day a week is what I do. All right, my cheat day is 5 guys. 5 guys are in and out. I'll do 5 guys. I'll have the fries. Might even get the shake. Okay, but I'll have 1 cheat day. So for me, I'll keep probably a $2,000 to $3,000 calorie week. Okay, I do a lot of working out, so that's why I have a high calorie intake, high protein. And then at the end of the week, I'll have that cheat meal, which now gives me what you're seeing right here. Okay. So you'll learn how to play with this. You can come back and look at what I talked about here. The training volume for our body. So low volume versus high volume. Low volume, if you're looking to build muscle, some people do low volume. Okay. 16 to 20 sets. Okay. Chest, back. And I'm going to give you guys this work. I just want you to see it real quick. Take a picture if you want, or come back to this. So 16 to 20 sets. What is a set? What's in each set is 8 to 12 reps. Okay. A rep is like one. You push out 1 rep. Okay. So 16 to 20 sets is considered low volume. All right. Chest, back, thighs, quads, shoulders, traps, and stuff like that. Biceps, triceps. Okay. This is how I build muscle. High volume, 20 to 26 sets. Okay. Chest, back, thighs, quads, shoulder, traps. I cut these up in 3 days. You can also cut them up if you want to work out. I do this because I want to do 2 workouts on each body part twice a week. All right. So same thing. You can look at this later, and then you can work your abs every single day, abs and calves every single day. okay? How much cardio should you do? Everyone should do cardiovascular training because for your healthy heart, lungs, and circulatory system. On average, you should do about 30 minutes a day, 4 to 5 times a week, all right? Most people are not doing any cardio, folks, and this is why we have a problem with heart disease in America and around the world. Also learning your body type, okay? Some of you may realize, like, if you're an ectomorph, you are going to stay naturally trim. Like I'm an ecto-meso, okay? Mesos gain weight really nice. They're very muscular, but ectos, okay, they keep a trim body. So I'm in between there. And so if you learn your body type, you'll know what you're supposed to do. So ectomorphs should limit their cardio because if you do too much cardio, you're going to lose too much weight, all right? While mesomorphs, okay, will, or endomorphs, they got to do more cardio. If you're trying to lose body fat or are endomorphic, you're going to have trouble getting lean. So you may have to do at least 45 to 60 minutes of cardio 4 to 5 times a week, okay, so that you can stay lean. But when you do get lean as an endomorph, you'll look nice. You'll be very muscular type. And then because you have ectomesos, you have endomesos, and those are just different body types. And we can go over that in a later training here, okay? Now, when you're eating to gain muscle, okay, the breakdown. Number one, stimulate muscle growth by doing heavy, intense, and consistent weight training, okay? Basically, what you want to do is to put micro tears in the muscle. The more weight that you pick up, the more tears you put in the muscle, the more volume that you do, the more tears you put in the muscle. That's all that you're doing, okay? And then you're going to eat protein so that the proteins can go repair those muscles. Now, protein alone does not repair the muscle. The reason we eat enough protein is because we want branched chain aminos. That's what's required. It's like the lubricant before sending the protein in. You need to drink amino acids. Amino acids are going to go in, okay, repair all the cells that you damaged, and then you grow. Sleeping is important. This is when all the work gets done. You must sleep. If you don't sleep, you might as well not go lift weights. Okay. If you don't drink water, you might as well not lift weights because it needs all of this to create the magic inside of your body. Okay. Number 3, increase calorie intake to support the demand of intense exercise, but not to the point that it's excessive, because if you get to the point that it's excessive, you're going to gain belly fat. All right. And then keep aerobic training to a minimum of 30 minutes, 4 to 5 times a week. All right. Unless you're doing HIIT training. I do a lot of HIIT training, which is weights and endurance mixed all in one. Okay. So I'm building muscle and losing weight at the same time, doing a lot of stuff. All right. Here's an example of a beginner's meal plan. And I'm going to provide you guys with meal plans too. Breakfast, 2 eggs, 5 egg whites, 1 whole egg. This is my natural right here. 4 ounces of meat, fish or fowl, 40 grams of oatmeal. I've taken, me personally, I'm on a high protein now, but if you're still keeping carbs in your diet, oatmeal is good. 40 grams of oatmeal, which is like 1 pack. 8 ounces of milk. I do almond milk. I don't do traditional milk. So almond milk. I took soy out. Soy is really not good for us, estrogen-wise, for the men on here. So I would keep the almond milk or oat milk unless you do drink regular milk, okay? And then just try to, every meal you eat should have a minimum of at least 30 grams of protein. There's never a time that you should not be having at least 30 grams of protein in your meals, okay? And then lunch, 4 ounces of meat, fish, fowl, cup of brown rice, cup of green veggies, Brussels sprouts, asparagus, broccoli, 40 grams. That's 40 grams of protein right there, okay? And then dinner, 8 ounces of meat, fish, fowl, baked potato, or a cup of rice. Now, if you are diabetic or pre-diabetic, don't take the baked potato, okay? Don't even eat the cup of rice. Make it more up your salad, up your veggies, and let that be your carbohydrates. And you can even up your meats if you need to, and keep it under 500 calories, all right? So here's a daily meal plan you guys can take a picture of. I'll also put this presentation inside of our group as well too. Okay. Remember, get used to measuring things in grams. We're going to have a class and I'll talk about how to measure your food in grams as well too. This is the problem that most people don't understand, how to measure their food. Okay. And if you don't measure it, you don't know what you're intaking. I always laugh because I could tell anytime I'm seeing someone eat something, I can tell you the calories that in it. You eat a donut, I know you instantly ate 1,000 calories from one donut. Okay. You eat 2,000 calories. Okay, most people are drinking their calories as well too. You go to the corner store, you get you a 20-ounce drink, that's 220 calories. Okay, don't go get a big gulp. You get a big gulp that's 44. You get that route, what they call the route 60 or whatever they call it. Okay, people are drinking their calories. Okay, most people in one sit down will drink 1,000 calories of soda. Okay, so get used to find a soda that has stevia, a better sweetener. You can do a diet soda with sucralose, but I would prefer find one that has stevia in it, folks. And that's really going to put you on the right track. Or guess what we got? We got our energy drinks coming. Use that. Replace all your drinks that you do with what we already got. Okay. Some of the supplements that I take, oh, definitely magnesium and zinc. Put magnesium and zinc in your diet. Okay. the miracles it will produce. If you're having sleep problems right now, a lack of magnesium, okay? Having some heart issues, lack of magnesium, okay? Zinc, all this is good stuff for us. So just look here, you know, fibers you'll get naturally from your vegetables. CLAs is like omega-3s, your conjugated linoleic acid, which is oil, okay? Red yeast rice, CoQ10, okay? Good for the heart as well too. L-carnitine, good for converting energy, fat into energy. Same thing for lipoic acid. So you'll get all of this and you'll learn more about the health. Here's some training days. I do a 3-day training system. So day 1, I'll do a push-pull. So I'll do chest, back, forearms, or arms. Day 2, I'll do shoulders, traps, upper arms. And then day 3, I do legs. And I work out twice a week. So on a 6-day workout, taking 1 day off, I'll do legs twice a week. Okay, all of these twice a week. Now, if you're not that extreme, you can split these all up into each day. You can do chest 1 day, back 1 day, and so forth, okay? All right, and we'll talk more about that. So if you're on here and you're not a part of our organization yet, we're going to show you how to become a part of our organization because I'm going to bring up the man here shortly about talking about our 21-day challenge that we're about to produce here. Okay, I'm also going to talk about how you can push your products in the next slide here. But if you're not a part of our health and fitness legacy worldwide group, make sure you add yourself today. Every day we check in together. We show each other what we're eating. We keep accountability to each other. This is going to be the group that is a game changer. I promise you. Okay. I love watching transformations and they happen because you're in groups like this that will keep you accountable. Okay. Anytime that I don't feel like going to the gym, you know what I do? I go scroll Instagram and I start looking at all the fit people and I get motivated and I get my butt out the house and go to the gym. That's what motivates me. What motivates me now is I go in my group and you guys have already checked into the gym. I'm like, man, I'm supposed to be a leader. Let me get my butt to the gym. Okay. So this is perfect for you to plug into a community with accountability. And we all are doing the same things together. Not only are we getting healthy together, we're getting wealthy together. And here's how we're going to get wealthy together. Okay. So marketing your health products. I'm going to give you guys some solutions. You know, what I love about G4 and what makes it different than a lot of companies and what we're doing. Okay. Not only do we have our travel vertical, okay, we have our wealth education vertical, we have our health vertical that you can leverage in a major way. Most of the time when people come into this industry and to direct sales, their problem, the first thing they say is like, I don't know if I have my network. You know, when you deal with health products, you don't need a network. Okay. You just got to become the brand. And I don't know about you. I don't know if you've seen this comp plan. Okay, our comp plan pays 500. It goes up and pays 500,000 a month for the max, but you can make $10,000 a month. And guess what? If you have a healthy customer base because you learn how to educate your customers about these products, I'm going to give you ways to get customers, okay, to get leads. And that's all that you're looking for are leads, okay? If you start going to the gym, you go to HotWorks. I can't tell you how many conversations I've had, okay, because people see me and they see my physique. And the first thing they ask me is, what do you eat? What do you take? Okay, what are you taking? You are a walking brand. Make money with it, okay? You have 90 days. 190 days, we can change what you look like and you become the brand. And now when you walk in somewhere or you post your before and your after picture, people are like, how did you do it? What did you take? Boom, here's my link. Here's what I took. And here's how I did it. And you have the blueprint to teach them. Okay. So here's a way that you can create product awareness for yourself. Okay. Number 1, set up product tables. Okay. So you can sell Wave and Live and Gen 3. You're going to buy a bulk of your products in your own back office. I'm going to show you how to do it. Okay. You're going to set up a table. You're going to put up a sign-in list. Okay. So that you can educate people. Hey, put your email down, phone number, and whatever. You just got to lead. And you can ask, you can have on that paper, hey, will you accept emails and so forth so that you can send them when we have promotions and things of that sort. And now you have customers, okay? Partner with your local gyms like Planet Fitness, Lifetime Fitness, Anytime Fitness, Crunch Fitness, Snap Fitness, LA Fitness, Gold Gym, okay? All of these different gyms that are out there, okay? Even local gyms. Go to them, talk to them, say, have some clean energy drinks. I would love to have them sold here at your establishment and create a deal with them. Okay. You could even buy a vending machine. Me and my wife, we're talking about some major things we're about to do here. Okay. Because if you have some things that are on autopilot with your products, a vending machine, you can go find some used vending machine for couple $1,000. Okay. Put in it and then put all the Wave drinks inside of it. Guess what's at LA Fitness? LA Fitness has vending machines. Wonder if you knew the person, you go there and say, hey, can I start putting my vending machines here? I'll keep it stocked up and everything. You know, maybe you might cut them at 10%. You get with corporate, maybe you get all the LA Fitnesses, or you go to a HotWorks, or you go to some local person that you know in your area and say, hey, can I put a vending machine here? Or can I put these Wave drinks inside of your refrigerator? And then, you know, you keep 20%, I keep whatever. Okay. Remember, you're getting paid 2 ways. You're getting paid not only from the product you're buying, because you're buying it as a member, okay, you're also accumulating points in your back office that you get paid a residual from. And that's the most important, because as you sell a mass load of these monthly, okay, let's say every time you sell 10 collagens, that's like one person signed up in your system. Well, what if someone's on a 10 collagen auto ship every single month because they're moving so much product? Okay, that's what this is, right? So think about creative ways to actually sell your products and let them benefit people. Okay, do educational classes. See how I'm educating you right now? Okay, offer a free health class that you're teaching them about their health and about fitness and about stuff. And then boom, by the way, I have some products here that are healthy for you, and that's, I just educate you guys. And when I educate you, you're going to be, you're going to want to buy because I just educated on what it does for your body. All right. Run a fitness event in your community. Okay. I'm here in, here in North Texas. We have an event center. We have an HOA. Okay. I can get with my HOA and say, hey, I would like to do this event for the community. Okay. So get with your HA and do a community event. I'll tell you, we got the Herbalife guys here. We got I seen the Herbalife folks. I seen the Isogenics folks. Listen, they here. Okay. You can do these things too. For those who like to do aerobics or you want to run classes, go run a class and then also sell your products as well too. Have your family plug in. Why? Because this is a good product. I just educated you on why we need this. I don't know about you. Don't you want your family members to live longer? Don't you want your children, your cousins, your friends, your family to live longer? Then you educate them on why this is important for them. And then you have them become a customer. They don't have to sell the product. They can just be one of your customers, and they get one box of Live every single month because they need to take 2 a day. All right. They get 2 things of Gen 3 every single month because they need at least 2 of them to take it twice a day. All right. And then resell your products for whatever cost you want. You can resell it with $5 on top. You can resell it with $10 markup, or you can have no markup. Use it as leverage to enroll new customers into your auto ship program. So I want you to think about all the ways that you can move products physically, okay, outside of just sponsoring recruiting people. Okay. Now, obviously, some people are going to say, man, how do I start selling this? I want to do this. And you're going to recruit folks that want to sell it as well too. All right. Create culture. And then lastly, leverage the 21-day fitness challenge that we're about to introduce you to right now. Okay. Here's what we're going to require. He's going to go over the rest of the details here. You must be an active customer to join our fitness group. So when someone buys a collagen, they buy the Live package, they buy the Wave, you can add them to our health and fitness group. And they're going to get, what are they going to get in there? Okay. They're going to get online coaching from all of us, including myself. They're going to get meal plans. They also have, I have a book that I'm about to actually publish, but I'm actually give it out for free starting off. Okay. And it's going to be a total workout. It's going to have different workouts in it. It's going to have nutrition plans in it. It's going to have some of the stuff that we talked about here as well too. So it's going to be a book you can actually give to your customers as well too, to educate them as well, which is also going to lead back to you, okay, as the nutrition person. All right. So they must buy at least one health product from G Food, Wave, Collagen, or Live, and then you can add them to the group. Okay. So what I'm going to bring up now, see, I believe we hit everything here. My social media is at the official Randy Webb. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna bring up my guy here. Listen, the reason this is happening, y'all, listen, Mike hit me up. He said, man, we need to do some type of challenge. And then he showed me a video, and I'm like, dude, that is awesome. And it showed the testimonies of folks doing their thing with the health challenge that they did. It was powerful. I was inspired. I said, Mike, yeah, we definitely should do this. Okay. So really, he is the brain behind what we're doing right now. And he got me really focused in on doing it the way we're about to do it right now. So, Mike is a leader inside the company. Listen, he's also a gold executive, got on his way up past that. And I know we're all going to the moon after this with this exposure here. So I'm going to let Mike come up, show you guys how to really do this thing on a very, very high level. Mike is, listen, I watched it. I went through your social media, by the way, Mike. Okay, and I seen your transition. Huge congrats, dude. You really did this thing. So there is no better person to show you guys how to get this done. Okay, he's going to go over the details of our 21-day challenge. He's the moderator in our health and fitness group, actually. Okay, the overall moderator in that group as well, too. So I want to bring Mr. Mike Schimmenti. Did I pronounce that correctly?
That is correct, bro. That is correct. Most people usually take a couple tries.
I know all yours, bro. You got the floor.
Awesome. I appreciate you. Can we do everyone a favor real quick and just drop some 7s in the chat for Randy for going over everything that he just went over? Because like I've been in and out of my health and fitness journey for so long, and I don't know if you guys truly understand. Like most people have to pay for a nutritionist or pay for a fitness coach or pay for food plans or communities or all these things that we just get for free just for being a part of the community. Like that's absolutely insane. And as we start to dive more into this aspect of what we're doing with the group, right, I want you guys just to understand, one of the biggest shifts that's going to happen, which I'm going to point out exactly how it's going to happen in this example right now, is going to be one of the biggest changes in all of us here, is going to be less physical and is going to be more mental. And I'm a prover right here. Ready? Think about it like this, right? Has anybody here ever lifted weights before and in their mind was like, I can't do another, I can't, like, this is the last one I can push, right? And you don't realize that your mind is going to give out before your body does. And when you realize that this process and this journey is going to help strengthen your mindset as well as your physicality, I wanted you guys to understand why it's so important. It's so important is because your mindset has to do with every aspect of your life. All right. Now, I'm going to ask a question, right? I'm going to ask a question. This is not even into like what I'm going to go over, and what I'm going to go over is going to be genuinely quick, but I'm going to ask a question. I want everyone to be 100% transparent and honest. All right. Who here at some point on this call, when it hit 8:55, 8:58, 9 o'clock, 9:05, 9:07, at some point thought, wow, we're still on this call. At some point thought, man, it's past an hour. How long is this going to be, right? Be honest, right? Put a me in the chat, because it hit my brain, which is why I'm thinking to even announce it, right? And the reason why I'm saying this is because when you shift the way you look at things and you shift your mindset and you realize, like, somebody will be on a Zoom call for an hour and then start to think, man, this has been a long time. Yet that same person will go and binge watch 3-hour-long Netflix episodes without even thinking about it. And when you start to realize you're getting on calls like this, my mindset is, I don't care how long it is. If my old self would have watched 14, 25-minute episodes of a Netflix show without even thinking about it, why am I thinking about how long this call is going to be? Right. And that right there, I want you guys to realize throughout this challenge and this process, it's going to strengthen that mindset so that you're in control of it. And it's not just all loosey goosey all over the place telling you how to think. Right. So diving into what I want to talk about, just so you guys can understand a little bit more about who I am and why this means a lot to me, is because I was in a season where I was getting in the best shape of my life a few years ago. And then I came into literally run into a wall in life because I found out my little brother passed away. Right. And then a year later, my older brother passed away. And then 6 months later, my mom passed away. And it was all this stuff going on all at once that it just like, if you guys are in this industry, I want you to realize how powerful this industry is, because when all this stuff happened to me, it was this industry that kept me afloat. It was getting on calls like this saying, you can, while I'm going through things, saying you can do whatever you set your mind to. You can overcome anything that you go through. And it was these type of calls and this type of community and this industry that pushed me through my grief struggles, right? So, when you realize this is that powerful, you start to realize, okay, man, like this is bigger than what I even thought it was. So I went from being in the space of getting in the best physical shape I was ever in my life to this stuff happening. And over the course of literally like 18 months, it felt like a blink of an eye, but I put on like 50 pounds, right? I got like not severely, but moderately like anxious and depressed a little bit. And, not in a crazy way, but enough to where it impacted my life, right? So when I started to get my mind right through starting to change my diet, starting to get around better people, starting to exercise, and when I started to do these things, everything around me started to shift as well. And when you start to do this challenge, you're going to realize that while you're building momentum here, you're going to build something that's called life momentum, right? Life momentum. You're going to build momentum here, and it's going to build momentum in all these other areas of your life. And hopefully that gives you guys an understanding of why this stuff means so much to me, is because without health, without nutrition, without a community, without motivational calls like this, without people like Randy who has the results and the experience that we need, that like nobody here is going to pay him on the side cash for any of these things that he's doing. Like he's just providing it, right? So we have to really take advantage of that. So to dive into this, what we did was we came up with this idea of a 21-day challenge, right? And the reason why I'm excited is because I'll show you, right? Let me share my screen. right? If you guys aren't already following me on social media, right, this is my Instagram. I think that we should start to be a lot more exciting, enthusiastic about our culture and our community and really just vibing with each other. So when you're on this call, right, you should be recording it, taking pictures of it and tagging me, tagging Randy, tagging Mandy, tagging each other. Like, I don't even know half of y'all, and I've been tagging y'all already because I've seen you in the chats, right? So let's start to build up that culture. But I wanted to bring this up so you guys can see, one of my transformations going through a challenge like this, right? This was my transformation by going through a challenge like this. And being honest with you guys, I went from the before to the after. And then right after the after, I went pretty much back the wrong way, right? And because I made this transformation by being a part of a group, being a part of a community. And once I left the community and I was left to my own vices, right, it was hard to maintain it. So that's where when me and Randy are talking, we're talking more long-term. We're talking more consistency. We're talking, we're not just getting on here to get in shape to look great for the summer, right? It's so that we can walk our daughters down the aisle without huffing and puffing. It's so you can, play catch in your backyard with your son without like being afraid to, you're going to run out of breath. Like, so thinking about the future and thinking long term and realizing like the community aspect and the culture and all this stuff is going to be very, very important, right? So this is mine before and after. I can't wait to, for us to create new ones with all of you guys. And, Randy said something really important. He said, take before pictures, right? And I want to really encourage you guys to take before pictures, and you don't even have to send it to anybody. Just take it for yourself. And when you really think about the fact of if you're afraid to take a before picture, then that means that you don't actually believe the fact that you will have the ability to have an after picture, right? If you're afraid to take a before picture, you don't even believe the after is going to happen. Because if you believe that's going to happen, for dang sure you'd want to be able to show people where you started from, right? So don't be afraid to take the before picture. I'm going to send this here so you guys can literally just upload your picture, right? And you can keep it to yourself. I promise you, by the end of the challenge, you're going to be excited to share it. And if you're not, don't share it. We'll have plenty of others. Don't worry about it. But come 60 days, 90 days, 6 months, you'll have that picture to hold on to and look back to, right? So we're excited. This thing is about to go crazy. I'm going to pull up a couple of the things that has to do with it. But before I do, when me and Randy were talking, and the one thing that really sparked for him, it was me showing him what I already did with this type of challenge, right? This is not my first product-based company. This is not my first time working with communities when it comes to the health and nutrition and product space, right? So I already put together this type of challenge before, and we had massive results, and we grew like rapid fire because of the energy and excitement and transformations that were happening. So I'm going to show you the video that we made so you can understand what you're going to be a part of when we do it forward. Throughout these 21 days, we're going to be posting in the chat the workouts we're doing. We're going to be posting in the chat the food that we're eating, lifting weights and, taking your products, your supplements. And if you listen to Randy, you could tell he's not just pushing our products. He's pushing health, right? He's just pushing health. And it just so happens that our products have to do with and are better than most other products out there. Right. So understand that, because people will start to say, oh, well, you're just trying to sell your product. No, we're trying to get you healthy. If you don't want to take our products, go take other products, but at least do what you got to do, right? It just so happens that ours are great. So this is the video that we made after 30 days, mental and physical fitness challenge. We smartened up, we learned a lot, and that's why we narrowed it down to 21 days. That's how long it takes to form a habit. It'll take 90 days to solidify that habit, right? So this was the 30 days. Are you guys ready? Right? Drop some fire and emojis in the chat. Let's get some energy. Are y'all ready to check this out, right? I love it every single time.
Nathan Brown, 33 years young from the Bronx. This is Francisco. I'm 31 years old.
My name is Darren Prince, 34 years young.
My name is Mike Schimmenti. I'm 31 years old, and I literally just finished the 30-day Mind and Body Fitness Challenge.
We actually did it 30 days in, and here we are.
It was amazing. The people that were in it was amazing. The value that I got from it was amazing.
Before this challenge, I knew I wanted to get in better health, but I didn't really have people to lean on. I didn't have a plan.
Accountability. We just pushing each other to eat better, to stay consistent. That was one of my biggest problems.
Going in this chat every day is like, get your ass up.
All of the pictures, all of the messages kept me going.
Felt guilty not going to the gym and seeing someone else outwork me made me outwork myself.
It changed the game for me because it put me in position to have a blueprint, have a plan, know exactly what I'm doing every single day for the entire 30 days.
This is the place to be.
I'm looking forward to the next challenge. Get fit, take a trip.
Make sure you take a hold, take advantage, and join the group so that way we can get you and your life to the next level too.
Let's go. Yo, that just fires me up, man. It fires me up. And it gets me even more exciting thinking that it's going to be all of us here, right? I'm not acting like that wasn't a part of another company, another squad, other products, right? I still believe in those products, right? I still take some of those products, right? And when you guys understand the concept of working with products, people have an emotional attachment to products. You go to someone's house, they've been using the same toothpaste for 20 years, the same shampoo for 7 years. They use the same stuff in their cabinets every week. Like when you understand this, right, you start to realize we have power with products. On the other side, when you start to have confidence in the products that you have, as our product base expands, you'll realize that you can actually help other people. And when you have confidence in the products, you have no problem telling other people they need to have it. And when we start to get the proteins and we start to get like all the other things, if we have, like right now we have collagen, anyone I know that has collagen, you're now taking our collagen. It makes no sense for you to take other collagen when we have collagen and it's better. You're taking it out, you're taking ours. You drink Red Bull, you drink coffees. No. You're going to be drinking the wave, right? Because that's the wave. Anyone I know that takes any products that we have, they no longer take them from anywhere else. They get them through me. And by getting them through me, not only are they getting the same, if not better nutrients, they're also supporting a friend and they're also getting a community and they're getting so many other things that is such a benefit, right? So this is just the beginning, guys. So pulling up everything, right? We wanted to make it as simple as possible. I'm going to show the rules and break that down last, but because some people think, okay, if I'm going to do this, I want to eat healthy. What am I going to eat? Right? What am I going to get? And Randy broke down a lot of stuff, and we want you guys to understand that you can start where you're at. Randy was speaking from decades of experience. So if this is new to you and you're a single mom, if you're a hardworking guy with 3 jobs, like wherever you're at, right? Maybe you're 2 years overweight like I was, right? It doesn't matter. Start where you're at and work over time. So we're going to have our nutrition list. So you guys can literally just download this, save this. When you go to the grocery store, you can look at this and say, okay, what do I want to stick with? Okay, I should get, a few proteins. Let me get a bunch of carbs. If, for lifestyle, you might want the oatmeal and the potatoes, right? But for health and for fitness, you want to get the carbs, like you said, from the vegetables and the fruits, and then the healthy fats in the bottom. So this is already provided for you. So this is going to help you guys understand how to stay healthy, how to go food shopping. He's going to give you the nutrition plan of what to eat. And then you could pick and choose from here. If he says this much protein, this much veggies, you can now go choose what makes sense for you, what you like, what you don't like. So you can kind of fit it around your needs, right? Now, the other thing is going to be the actual fitness plan, right? He's going to provide things too, but we also have ones for 3 different levels in case you just want something simple, right? So a beginner phase, intermediate phase, and then we got a like more advanced phase. So once again, wherever you are starting at is where you can start. So whatever works for you. If you don't know what to do at the gym, literally just save this. And when you go, just look at it and say, okay, I got to do bench press, and then go and do it. And once I was told, and it might have been even Randy to say it, maybe Randy or Manny's on this call as well, which is amazing, right? But in what somebody said, that's never a matter of resources. It's just a matter of resourcefulness. And I remember when I first got a fitness thing like this, a fitness plan, I didn't know what half these things were. Like Randy said one to the chat, I didn't know what they were. So I would go to the gym and I would go on TikTok or whatever, and I would type in the workout and I would see the video of someone explaining it in 30 seconds. And I'd be like, okay, I got it now. And I'll go do it. Right. So you just got to be resourceful. If some of these workouts you don't know, some of these health stuffs you don't understand, we're here to learn. We're here to grow. We're here to adapt. We're here to be resourceful. We're here to become better. Right. So it's going to take a little bit of effort. So we got the fitness plans. We got the nutrition plans. And then also inside of this challenge, right, there's a couple things that you're going to have to do that don't have anything to do with physical fitness, but it has to do with mental fitness. So one of the tasks every single day is going to be to write down. So every single day, write down and speak out loud with conviction affirmations. And if you don't know the power of affirmations, right, that's why in the Bible it says life and death is in the power of your tongue. So many people, I literally just messaged someone today who on Instagram story said, I'm sick, I feel like death. And I hit her up and I said, look, I understand you're not feeling well, but maybe you should start saying that you are healing, right? Don't claim you're sick, claim I am healing. It's the same thing, but a different perspective, a different vibration, right? So you start to shift the way you think when you start to do these things. So these are going to be the affirmations every day for the next 21 days that we're going to write down. And I want you guys to realize, like, it's this small thing. If you've been in this industry long enough, they've said, write down your goals, but how many people have written them down, right? They said, do this, do that. There's simple things. Jim Rohn said, what's easy to do is also easy not to do. And it's your choice. So this building that those mental muscles is going to make it easier to make that choice. So these will be the affirmations. You don't have to come up with them, right? When people told me to write affirmations, then I would just write random affirmations just to write affirmations. And then there was no energy, no belief behind it. So you're going to write these down every single day, right? And then you're going to say them out loud with conviction, right? And the reason for that, if you guys know Tony Robbins, he doesn't even call them affirmations. He calls them incantations because he says it verbally. He says it with like physical movement and he says it with energy. So if you do this, I don't know if you guys ever heard of the feeling is the secret, right? So we're going to lift the feeling. And as you start to exercise, get your mind right, get your body right, you're going to feel a lot better. And the feeling is the secret. You're going to attract more. You're going to see opportunities clearer. You're going to see your future clearly, right? So, you know, we're going to really, really shift a lot of things here. Now, this is the actual breakdown of the whole 21 days, right? Right? The whole 21 days, the Legacy Worldwide Fitness Challenge, right? The Abundant Health Challenge. GFU stands for Abundant Health. And that's what we're going to do here. So you're going to see a couple things. And I want you to be aware as I say some things, I want you to be aware of the voice that goes off inside your head that starts to contradict yourself and stop you and talk you out of becoming a better version, right? So as I go through this, right, first off, it's 21 days and it's every day, no excuses. So even if you are a fitness person, most people take a day off, right? Most people have a cheat day, a cheat meal, a day off. So, you know, most people who even do these things already, they don't do it every single day. So that's already starting to challenge you, right? Every day, no excuses. Let me ask you, let me plant this understanding of overcoming obstacles when it's most important. Okay. Someone says 21 days. Oh, wow. There's a birthday within the 21 days. Oh, wow. There's a wedding. Oh man. Like it's this, my daughter's this, it's my, this event, that situation. When it comes to your health, when it comes to your business, when it comes to your life, it doesn't matter what's going on. You still have to do what you got to do, right? That it just is what it is, right? So when we say every day, no excuses, pre-plan in your mind, no matter what happens, whether I get a flat tire or this happens or that happens, I'm going to do what I have to do. No excuses. At the bottom, if you see the quote at the bottom, making excuses burns zero calories. Okay. So no making excuses. We got to do this every day for 21 days and understand we're all doing it. It's not just you. And also realize it's just 21 days. We're not saying every day for the rest of your life. We're saying let's just go hard right now for 21 days. And after that, you're good. And if you could push through these 21 days, you'll feel it and be excited and say, wow, I want to do that again. Right? So every single day, there's also going to be 6 daily tasks. You can see them here. Right? You're also going to have to take a before and after picture. Like I said, this is more for you. This is more for you. And at the end, if you want to share it, great. We're going to have plenty of people sharing it because we know what's going to happen, but that's for you, right? Also, you have to post your actions in the chat, meaning when you are at the gym, right? Have someone take a video, you take a video yourself, whatever it is. And maybe you start out small and then do a little more over time, right? Like today, I literally took a picture of my feet and the weights. Like that's cool too, right? But get used to doing that. Post in the chat the food that you're eating. And, when you start to realize, it's going to start to create subconscious accountability, because we'll get to a point where you'll see something that you want to eat that's not in alignment with your goals with this challenge. And then your mind, in the back of your mind, subconsciously is going to go, damn, bro, but you're going to have to post that in the chat. And it's going to help you have that subconscious accountability to not do it once you build the habit of posting it in the chat. Because guess what? We know, right? You might think no one realizes, but we know who's in the gym when they're posting. If you don't post in the gym for 2 days, someone's going to notice and be like, yo, what's up? Right? So it's good because it puts that external pressure for you to stay consistent, because consistency is hard in the beginning until it's not, right? So we just got to do this in the beginning. And then last and not least, you want to tag the team on social media. We want to build a lot of excitement, a lot of energy, want to build a lot of culture. And being a part of previously a hybrid company that had many avenues like we have right now, first off, this company is 1,000 times better in the way that we're going and the leadership that we have. But being a part of this, right, when you start to build a big team, you're going to realize that inside of your organization, you're going to have little pockets of teams and communities that are excited about different things. So if you have 800 people on your team, you'll have like 250 that are building straight off health, wellness, and fitness and products. You might have like 800 people that are building off trading and Forex. You have like, like 70 people who are building off crypto. So you'll build pockets of people. You might have a team of 30 girls in Switzerland that are building off skincare. Like, so as you grow, you're going to build little pockets of people who really love one aspect of the business, and they're going to go crazy with it, right? So just to expand your mind on that. So looking at the 6 daily tasks, this is every day, no excuses. I'm going to point straight towards the advanced side because this is not really even super advanced, right? But at the end of the day, we want to have the beginner side in case people are coming in a season where they're really rebuilding themselves. They've really been going through some tough times, and we wanted to make it accessible and easy for anybody to do if that's where you need to start. But most people should be over here on the right side. So right here, every day you have to do 1 hour of exercise. Okay, you see Randy and all the crazy things, and it's amazing. And where I'm at, I love it. Like, I get so in tune. I'm like, dude, I wish this call was 3 hours, right? But like, if wherever you're at, if for you right now, if it's just going around your neighborhood and pushing your baby in the stroller for an hour, get the exercise done, right? Because that's more than you've probably been doing, and that's going to get you results you probably haven't been getting. Right now, we're building consistency, and we're focusing on progress, and progress and consistency will lead to the results, right? And the more you go, the more you'll do. So an hour of exercise, whatever that is for you. Obviously, a lot of us are going to be in the gym. And I want to have you guys open your mind to being more assertive with asking questions. Like the other day, I asked a question and I had like 3 other people message me like, dude, I actually was wondering the same thing. And I have another question right now that I've been meaning to ask Randy. I'm going to put in the chat later, but like, let's ask questions in the chat because other people need to hear these answers too. If you don't know about certain diet things, nutrition things, exercise things, just ask and tag and people will get back to you, right? And then, yeah, so every day, 1 hour of exercise. Number 2, every day, a gallon of water every single day. And I want you guys to also, like, I've done this before, so I've learned through experience. Some of this might sound easy, and certain things are going to be harder for different people, right? For me, the gallon of water it really showed me time management, because when I didn't wake up and hit my water early, it would be like 8 p.m. and I'm like, dang, I still have to drink a gallon of water. And obviously we have to get it done. No excuses. So now I'm chugging half a gallon of water before I go to sleep. And the whole time I'm trying to go to sleep, I got to get up and pee every second, right? So you start to learn time management. You start to learn, okay, before I leave my house or as soon as I wake up, let me drink a bottle or 2 bottles of water. Like, you'll learn how to handle your own self in these situations, which once again builds life momentum, because the skills you're building to do this are skills that can be applied for your trading, for your investing, for your business, for all these different things, right? So every day, gallon of water. Number 3, you got to I just put healthy eating, no cheating, because it just depends what your goals are. Some people want to put massive weight and bulk on. Some people want to lose 30 pounds. So like, everyone has different goals. So figure out what your plan of dieting, or Randy said lifestyle, right? Your lifestyle of nutrition and eating is going to be, and you're going to stick to that for 21. It's not forever. It's not forever. It's just these 21 days. If you're not going to have soda, don't have soda. If you're not going to eat fast food, don't eat fast food. If you're going to eat broccoli and Brussels sprouts, eat broccoli and Brussels sprouts, but stick to it for the 21 days. And afterwards, go reward yourself, right? Go reward yourself. All right. So 4, take your health supplements. Realize I didn't put GFU supplements. because this isn't just about Gifu, it's about all of us, right? So take your health supplements, also including Gifu supplements, right? And once you start to realize, if you've seen the video that we played in the beginning, you've seen all the different products, and you guys realize that's a subconscious thing when people are watching that and they're getting excited about it, and they're, oh, what's that? Oh, why is he squeezing that thing? Oh, why are they drinking that? And people think this stuff, right? Randy even said, take omega-3s. We don't have omega-3s. We don't have omega because it's good for us. So make sure you guys are taking your health supplements. It's something that I'm leaning more and getting more into as well. Right. So that's number 4. Number 5 is listening to a 1-hour mindset audio a day. Right. Listening to 1-hour mindset audio a day. Once again, you will learn time management. Because if you don't have the time to do this, realize maybe if you have a 20-minute drive to work, that means you could bust out 20 minutes to work, 20 minutes on the way back, maybe 20 minutes at lunch. There, your hour. You didn't take any extra time out of your day, but you still got it done, right? This is about learning how to operate like a successful person, like a successful fitness person, like a successful business person, whatever the case is, it's all the same, right? So listening to 1-hour audio. Now, it's not going to be a random audio. We're going to put together 21 audios for the whole challenge, and we're going to post it in the chat every single morning. So we're going to have an audio of the day. So all of us are going to listen to the same audio. And when we listen to it, you can post what your takeaways were, maybe something you learned, something that clicked for you, had the little clicking moments, right? So we're going to all learn and grow together. So every day we're going to listen to 1 hour of a mindset audio. And if possible, which should be more probable, right? But I understand if you're in the shower listening, right? If you're in your car and your mobile classroom, right? It's cool, but you should be trying to block out distractions and actually pay attention and take notes and really absorb this stuff. But if you can't, all good, right? So our mindset audio every day. And the last one is to write down the 5 affirmations, say them out loud with conviction, because that's what's really going to build into your core how to think. And when they say it's think and grow rich, right? Not work really hard and grow rich. Like it's the thinking that leads to the action. So yeah, this is going to help you think more successful. And, you know, before I pass it back to Randy, like I want to share a personal experience that happened to me in the gym recently that literally like it blew my mind because I didn't really understand how serious being in shape is, but I had an experience where it made sense to me. I was in the gym and there was this dude who was like shredded, right? And he was helping people. He's going around and he's, you know, like he's just like he's what's the word? Like just external or what is it? Like where he just like he just helps people, he talks to people, he's outgoing, right?
Extrovert.
He's an extrovert. You could just tell. Yes, he's an extrovert, right? Thank you guys. Appreciate the teamwork, right? So he's super in shape. He's an extrovert. And I started talking to him and I said, damn, bro, what do you do? And in my mind, I thought he was extremely successful because he was super in shape and an extrovert. Because of the way he looked, I automatically assumed he was a business person. He was successful in some way, maybe a high earning salesman, right? So, you know, it's not to say that people you see that are not in shape, but like, guess what? We say we don't judge a book by its cover, yet everybody judges a book by its cover. That's the way the world works. First impressions are key. So you got to realize, like, when we are building these impressions of ourselves, we're also building the first impression. We're also building the way people are looking and thinking about us without even us opening our mouths. I thought this dude was successful. I found out that he has no car, walks to work, works part-time at a supermarket called Publix, right? And he has no clue what he wants to do with his life. I said, damn, bro, like in my mind, I'm like, because you're in shape, I thought you were successful. I didn't say that, right? But guess what? You know, I got to prospect him. So, you know, we're working on that right now. So I want you guys to understand we are going to build that as well, right? And there's so many reasons to get in shape. There's so many reasons to get healthy and get fit. It's not just to look good. That's kind of important to me slightly, I'll be honest, but that's not all it is, right? My mom passed away from a stroke. Guess what? After my brother passed away, it wasn't it was just the grief that turned into the mental battles, that turned into the lack of mental strength to do the things that she had to do to keep going. She wasn't eating right. She wasn't doing things that were good for her. Guess what? That was all physical and mental. When she had a stroke, if she was in a better mental state, in a better physical state, that stroke would not have killed her. Right. And I know this is like a very like strong, serious like situation to talk about, but it's the truth. And we have to talk about these things because guess what? It can happen to you or someone you love, and we don't want that to happen. So we got to take this stuff serious, right? So I'm excited. We're going to start June 1st. Also, guys, June 1st is a Saturday. Well, why don't we start on Monday? Because June 1st is on Saturday. That's why. We don't start when we want to start. We don't do things when we want to do them. We do things when we got to do them and when we commit to it. That's it. So we're going to start on Saturday, June 1st. We're going to rock it for 21 days, and we're going to grow. We're going to evolve. We're going to change, and we're going to transform and help so many people, guys. And we're going to start building the business organically, because people are going to ask you. They're going to see a difference. They're going to feel a difference. They're going to notice, and they're going to ask. And you should be confident to say, if it wasn't for this, I wouldn't feel like this. If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't look like this. If it wasn't for that, and then tell them, if you want to look better, you want to feel better, like, I don't really know how to explain it, but let me get you on the phone with my mentor, and he'll explain to you, like, like, our environment, our culture, our community, our products, like, we'll get you right. Right. So I'm excited. Randy, I appreciate you for putting me in position and everything that we're doing. And I'll pass it back to you. I know we've been on this call for a long time, but it's super powerful and it's super exciting, man. Thank you so much.
I appreciate you, bro. Hey, drop some sevens in the chat. I know that was absolute value. Thank you so much, Mike, man. I'm fired up. I know you guys are fired up. So here's what we're going to do. I was going to share this with you guys real quick too, and then we do a quick Q&A. I want you, because everyone always looks at me and think I was never big, okay? I was trying to find one of my biggest pictures. This is just one of them, okay? I did this collage. Dude, this was, I'll tell you, when you were fit and then you get out of shape, going back to the gym is very hard psychologically, right? Because you start thinking about where I used to be. And like, man, I remember I got up to 260 pounds overweight, okay? I was 260 pounds, not in a good bodybuilding way. Had a stomach, and I remember I looked in the mirror one day, I said, enough is enough. And I made a decision. And I started going to the gym. And I'll tell you guys, listen, I'm in like my shape now, like I'm crushing it. Like my endurance is crazy right now, okay? But during that time, I remember getting on the treadmill, it was a huff and puff, like, oh my God. But guess what? The more that you go, the more that you'll build up, y'all, okay? So I started transitioning, and then I just started freaking shredding. And then I never went back, okay? I started being able to teach this stuff, okay? And I will tell you, you said something, you said you kind of said like basically it gets easier over time as you work out. It's going to be hard until it's not. I don't know when that transition is for you, but there's going to be a transition of love for you when you're like, I just love fitness. It will come. I love this. I'm addicted to, building muscle and losing weight and taking walks and physical activities. Like today, I love taking walks with my family, okay? And I'll tell you, for the fathers and mothers that are on this call, okay, whether you know it or not, your children are watching you, okay? My kids, you'll be surprised the way my household eats. Being a leader of your home, let's say this, fitness is leadership, okay? When I see unhealthy kids, okay, because it's not their fault. When I see a child that is overweight, it's the parent's fault. They're doing what you do. And your kids basically show what your lifestyle is. When you see my children, like my kids, when you hear a kid says, I don't eat vegetables, I don't eat fruit, that's because of the training at home. I don't drink water. What? Dude, y'all would trip out. My kids love water. You ready? I don't keep juice in my refrigerator. The only thing you're going to catch in the Webb refrigerator is almond milk and water. That's it. We don't buy sodas. I don't keep chips in my house. Okay, so naturally, my family stays trim, even if they didn't work out. Okay, so if you want to lead in your household, lead by example. Okay, lead by going to the gym. Even though maybe everybody else is in the house not going to the gym, you go to the gym. And you're going to create that atmosphere, I promise. That's what leadership is, okay? And so I'll tell you, this is bigger than fitness, okay? I believe how you do one thing is how you do all things, all right? So this is going to be a mental challenge for most of you, okay? It's really not a physical challenge. It's all here. If you believe you can, you will. If you believe you can't, you won't, okay? When you go pick up that weight, I taught my son is 15. He's got the 45 place, and he's been increasing his weight. But I watched my son, look at my cat right here. I watched my son when he got under the weight, and I can see the moment of disbelief. And I said, son, listen, let's rack that way. I said, listen, if you get under this weight and the first thing you think is like, oh, it's going to feel heavy, and you start feeling that shift down. This is why we do negatives, so that you don't get that feeling in your mindset. So you know what the weight feels like coming down, that resistance. Okay. So you're not scared of the resistance, because when you're not scared of the resistance, you can push. without having the feeling like, oh, this weight is going to fall on my chest, or I'm going to be embarrassed, all the people looking at me, wonder if I don't push up. All these things go through your head. And that's why you can't push up the weight. Okay, I'm telling you, it's here first. Listen, some of you, you'll be surprised what you can lift in the gym as you start going, when you get mental toughness here. And this is what you got to understand. When you go to the gym and you understand like creating the mental resistance in your brain and toughness, there will be nothing in your life that you cannot do. Because all that we're doing is we're building up our capacity, our mental capacity. And the more mental capacity you have, okay, the bigger leader that you can become. Why? Because you can deal with a lot of people without being mentally exhausted. All right. So this is huge. So I appreciate you guys. So here, we're going to open up for a Q&A here really fast. I don't want to keep you guys on anymore. If there's any pressing questions, feel free to ask them right now. We did record this call, so I'll put the recording inside of our group. So any questions right now?
So I don't have a question. I do want to say one thing. One, I just ordered my stuff on the 14th, and so it takes about 7 days, right? So because I just tracked it, showed the tracking. So I'm in Georgia. So if you want to have it by June 1st, you need to make sure that you're prepared because, as Mike said, June 1st is the launch date, not June 7th, not some other day. So go on in there and order your supplies so that you have them now. Also, your customers, let them know that if they want to do it, they need to get that order in, which of course is going to increase your volume. And Mike said something so powerful. I don't think y'all caught it. He said he was a part of another company previously, and he still takes their product. So for those of you who came from our other company, what happened when people stopped trading is you lost all the volume. They went away forever, right? Why these products are so important is because if someone loves Wave, they're going to order Wave for the rest of their life. I came from an Amway background. My Amway upline had been in the business for 20 years, and he had customers that had not been part of his business for 19 years, but still ordered vitamins every single month. Okay. So like that kind of residual volume outside of the recruiting aspect is something that's going to change the game for all of us. And if you don't know this, that is the foundation of MLM. MLM comes from Nutrilite, which went to Amway, right? And the guys who started in Nutrilite founded Amway. But the rule in Nutrilite was you had to have 25 paying customers before you could ever sponsor a business owner. That was the rule, right? And then when they came to Amway, they realized that slowed the growth. So they changed the rule and made it so that you just had to carry 10 customers at all times if you wanted to receive your check, right? But even in that, imagine to get paid, you had to have 10 customers because customers legitimize your business to the IRS and to you that you are actually running a real business. Because when you think of business, you think what? Customers, right? And it also proves to the rest of the world that the products and services that we have are valuable beyond you being an IBO or a business owner, right? And so this is going to be huge, guys. I'm telling you, you guys are going to get in here. You're going to love these products. You're going to get in that wave. You're going to order it. And also, guess what? Why did they make the Live the way? I don't know if y'all caught this. The Live is perfect for sampling, right? When you're out, you just give it out. Yo, you don't know about antioxidants? Here you go. Take one, take two, grab the person's number. You know how many customers you're going to have? And I can tell you right now, and this is from my product-based background, and I'm sorry to take this much time, but look, from the product-based background, I can tell you that about 4 or 5 of the biggest diamonds in the history of Amway came as customers as products first. They literally just used the product for a year. And then one day they were like, bro, I'm already using it and telling people about it. And then they just literally went ham and built the business to the highest, that they could build it, right? So you don't know what's going to come out of it. Same thing with our travel, right? Like we have the travel portal when we talk about that, give away the free travel. Well, guess what? The same idea with your Wave. That's why I can't wait for Wave, because as soon as Wave comes, you know how many people drink energy drinks? Try this one, try this one, try this one. I'm gonna order a couple cases just for samples.
So it's coming.
Right?
So I'll tell you, I'm working with corporate right now. They were going to launch in June for us to order them. They're actually going to release it here in May. So I think hopefully by this week, we should have some SKUs in the back office. Because I told them I don't want because there's a $1,200 pack back there, but it has everything in it. I told them we want to create a Wave pack by itself. Okay. We also want to create a fitness pack, which is going to include Wave, the Live, and the collagen together. Okay. Now here's what I'll tell you guys when we talk about this volume. Andre said something. It takes 7 days. just pre-order them, y'all. Who like you have family members you know that you can sell this to? Okay, go and order 10 collagens and so you know you can use Klarna throughout your time here. It's not just on your initial enrollment. So think about when you push products, if they're letting you buy product on credit, buy your products on credit, sell them, pay the credit back, and we call it a re-up, okay? Then you go do it again, re-up again, sell the products. Guess what? You do it enough, okay? You got volume, y'all. Listen, that's all we're doing. We're pushing products. So I want to show you.
We could use Klarna for the products, bro.
You can use.
Bro, we created a susu. Y'all know what a susu is? We used to create a susu to order the products for that same reason. Bro, that's crazy.
So we can order, and they're going to put the SKUs back here. Okay. So obviously we have the libs here. Like this is 6, let me see, 6. This is 6 auto ships prepaid. This is an entire one. Like they buy 6 collagens on this one. Okay. But I'm going to get them where you can buy straight products. So what I suggest our wave cans. Okay. Obviously this has everything. Our wave cans though, they're 24 cans a case. Okay. So 3 cases is going to give you what? 48, 60, like 72 or something like that, right? 72 cans. So you can sell those cans individually. You can give them away. You can have them sampled, whatever. But just buy the cans, store them away, sell them. I already told you, like I'm about to do this. You're going to, oh, one more thing. I'm sorry. Let me show you guys this. Show you everything that you need here in this back office. Our company is already set up for you to launch your business. So once you get your nutritional products, I want you to go to here to tools, going to go to resource library. Okay. This is where they have stand-up banners. Okay. We're going to see if they can put some more back here, but you even have a banner here. Can you see this banner? Okay, so that's a full up tall banner that you can create. We can create some for Legacy Worldwide too if you want to do it that way. But you have these, go set up your table, put 2 banners on the side, and then it's product awareness. Okay, you tell people what you got. So there's some more information about your product packs here as well as visuals you can post as well too. Okay, that's all that we're doing is we're getting our business going. So imagine every Saturday you're going up to LA Fitness maybe in the morning, you're setting up your table, you got your stands out, you put your Live products, your collagen, your energy drinks. People want energy drinks in the gym. Y'all, people want energy drinks in the gym. I can't tell you how many times I've been in the gym and I go up because I'm health conscious. So I'll walk up to the vending machine, unfortunately, and guess what's in it? Sugary drinks, Monster. I'm like, this is not a gym drink. Wow, who's drinking Monsters in the gym? Okay, this is horrible. And so you have your health conscious people that can literally walk up to you. Okay, maybe you can. I'm gonna give you guys so many ideas right now. You create, you have a tower with ice in it, have your collagen already made. You have little paper cups to the side, have people taste the collagen. Okay, that's already set up for you. You can even make it lemonade, put some lemons inside of it. Okay, make it taste really, really good. Show them what you did. They go drink their drink, go work out. Okay, if you're setting them up, they're gonna come by from you. Hey, come back when you finish your workout. Yeah, I'll get you one whole thing. Hey, come back for an energy drink. I'll give you an energy drink, whatever. Okay, and now you're pushing products. And guess what? For every, and I don't know what the points are gonna be. I know for one collagen you're getting 0.10. So obviously a lot of collagen you got to sell. But I want you to have the vision that one day you're selling 1,000 collagens per month. Okay, you go do a partnership with someone. So just know there's so much that you can create without having to recruit. And if you get customers, man, Mike really hit this one. Okay. He still takes the product from the previous company. Andre hit it. You still take product from the previous company. They're never going to stop taking the products. And I'm going to tell you, I still take the same product that I take too. Okay. Because you never stop. It's what you love. And you gave me even though I live it, I did not think of it that way. And Mike, you hit it on point. People don't switch their nutrition. Okay. So you get them, we get them on these energy drinks. We get them on this Live, and we get them on college. You got a customer for life. Okay, so that's our call. Any more? The gear, man, I know. We're waiting for the gear. It's coming. Okay, let me see exactly when it's coming. I know I'm sporting the G-Food. We got the G-Food stuff here. I got the G-Food hat. They got another gray hat. I also got the Diamond G-Food Stanley Cup. So all that stuff is coming. They say it was some with shipping. Eventually it will be up. Maybe I might get them to do a drop ship product so that we can get it that way. But the gear is coming, definitely. I sport it every single day, y'all. So anything else?
In the meantime, let's get some Legacy Worldwide gear so we'll rock that until the
G-Food gear. Let's rock and roll. Let's get,
you're right. Put that drop shipping link up and let's go.
I'll get it. I got you. So, well, I appreciate you guys. I'm going to stop the recording. I will